Hola, Cancer single friends. Here we are, second half of March, doing our single spread, which is called Four Pillars, on the beach. A little backed off because of the breeze and the time of day. Some technical difficulties. Had to punt and give it over to the defense. But we're back. And God's busy taking care of family. Got visitors. Very good time right now. Beautiful day. Not gonna lie. But tomorrow we'll try to get up close to the beach. Committed to tarot on the beach. So we're looking here in the heart spread, or in the single spread, differently from the heart spread. That's if you have someone in your mind or something. Singles is like if you're totally wide open. You're not secretly crushing and lying to yourself, and you're really still in love with somebody. So, because what this is, like, we're asking now for the universe to tell us who is the one that is the right one. Not the next ex-wife, not the next ex-husband. But now we're going to describe them even. So I sit down like we're on a date, try to get a read on this person so that you can kind of identify them when they come up. And I keep hearing from people, well, this is my ex. I don't know. It is. But I'm trying to get Tarot to help us focus here. And you can help too by saying, hey, I'm wide open. This is what this is for. And then let them, because you know what? It's like you got to clear the runway. That's like that. So we're going to clear the runway, and we're like, runway is clear. And the next plane that comes down, boom, this is going to be the one that the universe has for you, because we've cleared the runway now. And we're looking at here their emotional compatibility, 4 pillars, intellectual compatibility. Wow. And the sexual compatibility here. Lifestyle compatibility. Are you hooking up with a psychic? Cancer? So emotionally, wow, Cancer. So your person, they may have a Leo moon. That's kind of what I get out of this. Or maybe an Aries moon, a Sag moon, something bright, Leo Venus, fire sign Venus. And I think emotionally someone very expressive. This is going to be easy. Like, this is that person that's got Leo written all over, really, is that when they show up, they light up a room. They might hug, a gush, oh my God, so good to see you. They're not like emotional, but just like really positive and effervescent. I think effervescent. And this is your person, remember, so it's not bad. No, like they're gonna light up over you one day, soon, maybe. Okay, so you're gonna like it, gush over you. You know, be like coming home to a puppy dog every day, and they just love all over you every single day. It's gonna be your person, but they're that way. So that's going to be pretty obvious from an emotional standpoint. Intellectually, they're smart, okay, and they know facts very well, but they listen, this person. So you're going to be dealing with a person, as much as they gush and they're charismatic and effervescent, they're very nice. If you know Leo moons, or you know, that kind of energy, that kind of way. But when it comes to intellectually, they're going to sit back and listen 99 times out of 100. And it could also be a little bit of energy. They'll let someone hang themselves. They hang the head, read it like that. They'll let you go and go and go, and then they'll say, well, yeah, listen to all that. But the facts are, man, they're going to bring the facts. And they're probably going to be right. Okay, they may even kind of like doing that, you know, not necessarily in a bad way, but that's their style. So I think you'll kind of notice that in conversation. Now that I've said it, you might notice it more than you would otherwise, you know, because they're just going to be like a fact-based person who listens and wants to get, all the information and really look at it. And then, but it's not like a Libra, like, oh, now I've looked at it and I thought this, but really I might think this. No, they're like Aries. They're like, they're going to be like, okay, I've listened and I think I got it all now, and no, or yes. And they're going to have all their ducks in a row and reasons and be very logical. And so they're probably someone that makes good decisions, too. And I just get the sense from this side over here. This someone's had an okay life. They're going to tell you, not going to tell you horror stories about their childhood. That's not what's going on with them. And they haven't had a hard time. They've had a pretty good life. I think they're straightforward people too. They don't do any kind of passive aggressive or anything like that. They're just going to be right out there with kind of balanced way, I think, emotionally and intellectually. You're going to get a good feeling from them, like solid, okay? Sexually, my oh my, what am I to make of the Six of Swords and the Chariot here, guys? Cancer. You got yourself into here. I don't know, fairly recent. These readings are fairly new, but there could be some gender bending here, or someone is Sphinx here. Like, they didn't really understand themselves sexually. It doesn't necessarily be that. But they may have thought that they weren't sexual, and they had to discover that they were by going through a process of being with other people and learning, the riddle of themselves. And it kind of comes to me a little bit, this could be like an ongoing process where they're sort of like, maybe they haven't really found sexually what really turns them on, so they're kind of always looking, because maybe they're different, and by different doesn't mean they are a circus performer. It just could mean, in astrology, it usually goes to the Venus and Mars, or Venus, Mars, and Moon, and we ourselves can be conflicted between what we feel is love and what we want sexually. And in that case, you would only help them here because they're your person. So I think sexually, if we get down to it, is maybe ask some questions, be a little, comes to mind. I've thought of this before with some readings. A lot of times, particularly if we're not older, or if we're not very sexually experienced, we don't really know, or sometimes even if we are, it's crazy, we don't always know what we really like until we get it. So then that person comes along and they do this instead of that, and this instead of that, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, this is like amazing, and it's the best you've ever had. I think it's where you're going to end up. But I think like you're going to have to be the one to really kind of help guide them to what they want sexually and what is the best for them. So that would be interesting. Now, in terms of the lifestyle, I said at the beginning, Cancer, if you got yourself involved with a psychic, and I keep talking about the Leo energy. Well, there's the Leo card. But if nothing else, they're a person that puts a lot of emphasis on their intuition, on what feels right, so in terms of their lifestyle. So I think this is someone, like, if you talk to them and maybe ask them this question, in general, like when you were young and you were thinking about what you wanted to do, maybe the art lung, or you're thinking about what you want to do, do you really, is money like the number one thing? And they're gonna be like, oh my God, no, that's like the third, and most important is job satisfaction, is helping people. They're gonna be that person. And so they're putting their strength into that kind of stuff. So Could be too, there's someone in terms of a living, since that's not their emphasis. They may not have a type of job that's a 9 to 5 job, makes a lot of money type of job, and they may not want it because I think they're going to be, in terms of lifestyle, um, someone that really wants to be able to invest a lot of their energy and their passion into this receptive. And this could be anything from being a therapist to being a social worker to being a healer to being a light worker to anything like that. And I think they won't want to be too bogged down. This could be too someone, like, if you want to pay the bills and think about all that stuff, they're okay with that. They'd be okay with that, uh, because that's not probably what their interest is going to be. So you'll get that sense too. I think if you're on a date and you're talking to them, you'll be able to figure that part out just by asking a few questions. So, Cancer, thank you, and let me know if you got on a date with this person. Really want to know. Let's do this.